Alright guys, we're back with another movie review! Royals review. We're reviewing Spectre, another 007 movie with Daniel Craig. This one is the fourth installment of the series, you know, not a trilogy, it's a series. We had Casino Royale, we had Quantum of Solace, we had Skyfall, and now we're up to Spectre. It is PG-13. It is a spy action thriller movie. And it's a two and a half hours, solid 2.5 hours. Director is Sam Mendes. We got Daniel Craig, of course. We got Christopher Waltz, my man, or is it Christoph Waltz? I don't know. Christopher Waltz. Monica Bellucci's in the movie for like 10 minutes. Naomi Harris. I'm sorry. And this lady's name just escapes me every time. Leah Seydoux, I think she's French. I can't. I suck. I know. Je ne sais pas. I don't know. Alright, now we're going to get into what the movie was really about. The movie is really about our main character here, Daniel Craig 007, James Bond. There's a few messages in the movie that are leading him to bring up his past, which is, I believe, one of the first times in all three of the past movies, this and fourth included, that they bring up his past, really. And the movie digs up his past, and leading of him digging up his past, he's, you know, it's kind of hard to explain, but there is a big secret, and she's trying to figure out what the secret is, but he has to do that without MI6 because events in the movie that he did were frowned upon. So he's pretty much a rogue agent, and it leads him to find this secret villain organization that is called Spectre. And that's all I want to say about that, because I don't want to give away anything. Even if it was the worst movie or the best movie, I'd never want to give anything away here, okay? Now we're going to talk about I'm going to talk about two characters that I really enjoyed in the movie, and then we're going to get on, you know, how I felt about the entire movie and the percentage I give it out of 100. So, the two characters I really enjoyed in the movie were Christopher Waltz and Dave Bautista. Christopher Waltz is honestly such an iconic bad guy villain. Like, he's just, if he's not a villain in the movie, I just feel like it's not right. I need him to be evil. He's such a good evil character. He plays it so well. It's so easy for him. In Glorious Bastards and in this movie, he's just such a believable bad guy. It's unbelievable what he does and how he does it. And lastly, that leaves us with Dave Bautista. Yes, you know, Daniel Craig's great in his 007. He's cocky. It's awesome. But Dave Bautista in this movie is what you want Dave Bautista to be. You don't want him to you don't want him to recite Shakespeare and look into your eyes and say, I love you. No, you want him to fuck people up. You want him to beat the shit out of people. You want him to look cool doing it. And you want it to be badass and all of the above. He's not, you know, honestly, I'm going to be honest, he doesn't really speak during the movie. And he just kicks ass the whole time, and it's freaking sick. And I loved it. He's by far, he even surpassed Christopher Waltz in this movie as my favorite character. By far, Dave Bautista was my favorite henchman/villain character. Now it leads us to what I thought about the movie. My personal views of the movie was it was solid. It was definitely a good movie. One of the better movies I've seen recently. And I have a few problems. One being, well, not a few problems. I'd say the biggest problem for me was there was about 5 or 6 scenes in the movie that I felt didn't need to be there at all. They weren't for comedic relief. They were just there as like minute fillers. I almost feel like it was odd. If you guys go see the movie, you'll know what I'm talking about. The last 20 minutes of the movie, the way that kind of rolls out, it didn't really make sense. It didn't need to be there, I guess. I guess the director, Sam Mendes, thought it needed to be in there, but it just felt off-key, and it felt like it didn't belong, honestly. Other than those few scenes that I thought were just minute fillers, you know, the action was believable, the action was awesome, it was really entertaining. There was a few action sequences where you were like, yeah, really? That's really not that believable. I mean, it is a movie, of course, but there's 2 scenes in particular that I'm thinking of. One, which is exactly in the beginning of the movie, that takes place with a helicopter, and one at the end of the movie that takes place with a helicopter. I guess it's really putting it in there to be like, oh, James Bond is this badass motherfucker. He's better than everybody else. But it just felt wrong. You know, it felt wrong. It didn't feel authentic. You didn't feel like that could happen in real life. Which, of course, it's a movie. This stuff obviously is not supposed to happen in real life. But it just felt off-key, you know. I feel like none of the other 3 movies had anything that you were like, really? That's how you want to go with that? That doesn't seem like that would happen. I feel like none of them really had that. Even Quantum Solace, whatever. So, I don't know. That kind of threw me off a little bit. with that being said, it was a good movie. It was a very good movie. I didn't think it was amazing. I didn't think it was the best movie I've seen all year. Personally, I didn't even think it was better than Casino Royale, and I didn't think it was better than Skyfall. It was definitely better than Quantum of Solace, because I mean, what isn't better than Quantum of Solace? You know, that movie was terrible. So if I had to rank all the James Bond Daniel Craig movies, I would say Casino Royale, Skyfall, Spectre, Quantum of Solace, and in my overall opinion, I believe this should be Daniel Craig's last 007 movie. The way it ended and the way these past few movies have gone, they've been awesome. It's been a great 4 movies for Daniel Craig. I think it's time to hand over the reins to a new 007 and get some new stories out of him, you know? I think this was fun while it lasted, and it wasn't a bad thing. Daniel Craig being 007 was not a bad thing. It was good for us to watch, and I think I commend Sir Daniel Craig for passing on. I think he should pass on the torch of 007. So, last but not least, my overall percentage of the movie, I don't want to say the movie was not better than a 70%. 65 to 70%. Like I said, some of the scenes feel like they were filler scenes. Some of the action was a bit too much. The story was solid. The story was good. It's, you know, very secretive. It's not very difficult to understand. It does get a bit weird sometimes. You know, you feel like, what? But, you know, that's 007 for you, you know? So, I think it's almost stretching the 70%. I would give it, you know, 65 to 70%. If you guys had to ask me, Royals, should I go watch this movie? I'd say, go watch it. Daniel Craig deserves a 4th film, this last 4th film. I hope it's his last. I think you guys deserve to watch him on screen playing 007, James Bond, one last time. I really think it's going to be his last time. And I honestly think you guys will enjoy it. If you guys do go see it, comment in the comments below. Let me know what you thought, or what percentage you would give it, and let me know if you thought Batista was a badass motherfucker. Alright guys, till next time, our next review will probably be coming next week. We're going to be reviewing Peanuts, Charlie Brown. Alright guys, I'll see you next week. Have a good one, and I hope you enjoyed the video.